Long weekend is now behind us, and we've got more racing coming your way from Hollywoodbets Kenilworth this Wednesday with a very, very nice 8-race card, an intriguing 8-race card. We're done with the Hollywoodbets Cape Guineas Day 3 of the Cape Racing Festival this Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday. We've got the De Grendel Cape Merchants, which will be day 4, just as we bring in Christmas, which of course will be a few days later, and then we cannot wait for 2025 to begin January. You do not want to be anywhere else but here, because we got the Lomaral Kings Plate, we've got that massive summer sale coming your way. Catalogue should be on your lap soon if they're not on your lap yet. And of course, the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met on the 25th of January. So much going on, so much to look forward to. We don't take a break. We continue right on racing every day but for Christmas Day, and we're looking forward to tipping you a few winners. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. We're building up momentum all the while. Don't forget to book your tickets as well for the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met Couture Unleashed. Also, save the date for the Lomaral Kings Plate. That is going to be on the 4th of January. There's really every reason to be here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. Right, let's get into this 8-race card, which of course gets underway with the first leg of the bipod at 12:30. The Hollywoodbets Kenilworth welcomes you. Maiden Plate, they go 1,000 meters. It's a small field, it's a field of 8, and it looks like they're 2 potential horses to work with. They are number 4, Flying Finley, and 8, Summer Snow. I think both of them have good, solid winning credentials. Let's talk about number 4, Flying Finley first. On debut in a Work Riders maiden, finished second to Rafa Bay. Rafa Bay just had that edge of experience. Flying Finley moved up a winner with about 200 meters left to go, and there was a little bit of talk, a little bit of expectation. I thought he ran with a lot of credit. Richard Faree takes over. There should be a little bit of improvement to come, and now against the professionals, obviously, there might also be a little bit more opposition by default, but I think number 4, Flying Finley, should step forward and run a very good race. If not win, I think he'll go close. Number 8, Summer Snow, for me, probably brings more reliable form into the picture. Last time out with blinkers on for the first time, he acquitted himself nicely. He went off to the front. He got outrun over the closing stages, but coming back to 1,000 meters could be key. But what a winter out of a very good mare, Juxtapose. She was a Grade 1 winner. She won the Wilkenbos Drift South African Fillies Classic up at Turfentine. But return blowing last time did Summer Snow, and also short left hand. Candice Bass Robinson's yard has been a little bit on the quiet side of late. But with that said, number 8, Summer Snow, does look like he's going to step forward with the yard now starting to build momentum at a very crucial stage of the season. So what I'm going to do in race number 1, I'm going to motivate box swingers numbers 4 and 8. Let's kick things off in the opening leg of the bar, but I think they're the only 2 horses for me. On we go to race number 2. It's the first leg of the Place Accumulator. Cape Turf Club Syndicate's Open Maiden over 2,000 meters. Race runs at 1:05. But Open Maiden categories, this is not a bad race. There are a few horses here who look like they're ready to win. Ready to win rather. 1 Golden Grey, 2 Griffin if you ignore the last run, 3 English Mistress, 4 Double Dash, 5 Asinantanga, 8 Princess Beautiful. I think with a lightweight number 9 Past and Present, and even 11 Express Yourself. That's 8 of the 12 that I've just given a winning hope to. But there's a horse here that I think is just coming along the right way, quietly found the right race, now over the right distance, and that's number 5, Asinantanga. Craig Zaki takes her out, 59 kilos on the back, the son of Rafif. As we know, Rafif has had a Grade 1 winner over 1,000 meters, and Rafif has had a Grade 1 winner over 1.5 miles, so the distance is going to be no issue. Throws to the mare, Zante, the mare stayed all day. Debut over 1,400 meters, not great, but has stepped up all the while. Half that margin, more than half that margin, second start running 7 lengths to Major Master, who runs later on in the card, and then again half that margin by staying on very nicely on the winter course here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. Remember, we're on the summer course now for a while, all race meetings here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, and I think the summer course is going to help him a lot. I think this has been a very well-concocted plan by trainer Adam Marcus to get him here, and the improvement that he's showing going this distance with 59 kilos, being a little bit more untapped than the others. I think number 5, Asinantanga, represents some very good value. All the other horses come into the picture. Golden Grey's overdue. English Mistress, number 3, has got seriously consistent form. 4 Double Dash is not a horse I'd totally write off either. 9 Past and Present, 53.5 kilos on the back, also could be dangerous. And number 11, Express Yourself, despite a bad draw, would also come into the picture. But all in all, each way play number 5, Asinantanga, I think he represents a lot of value, and I think he could very well visit the number 1 box for Hollywood Racing in race number 2. Moving on to race number 3, it is the first leg of the Pick 6, the VHM Racing Syndicate Cape Sea Stakes over 2,000 meters. Race runs at 20 to 2. Of course, the VHM Racing Syndicate responsible for All Out for 6. Group 1 runner over the weekend. Right, this is a tricky race in that there could be a few horses bubbling under as far as the handicapper is concerned that might just find a little bit of spark and run better races this time around. But I'm going to lean towards number 4, Groove Jet as the horse of interest. JP van der Merwe takes a ride for Justin Snaith. JP has this habit of, even when he has a bad book of rides, he still somehow manages to get a winner under the belt, and I think he's got a good book of rides on this particular card. Groove Jet had well-documented issues earlier on in his career. He suffered from respiratory noise at the start of his career, came back from a wind up, and thankfully he looks like he's turned the corner. He's Bar Silvano, so the more he races, the more grizzled he will become, and it just looks like he's on that curve now. Last 5 starts have been second, first, second, and first. A workmanlike win over To the Moon and Back a month ago, but he faces To the Moon and Back at identical terms. To the Moon and Back a subsequent winner, so the form line's also working out nicely. So from that point of view, Groove Jet should finish in front of To the Moon and Back, shouldn't he? And I think that he probably will. So I'm going to motivate him as a horse that they all need to beat going into this race. But what I have done is I've gone with a pick 6 in the first leg. I've not found any bankers, unfortunately, so you might want to go with a bit of a fractional play here. 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 11 in the first leg. By 1, 2, 5, and 6. By 3, 4, 5, and 6, that for me is the race of the day. By 4 and 6, we'll talk about that in a moment. By 1, 2, 6, and 8. By 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7. That'll be my pick 6 fractional play. I'm playing for a few results. Looks like we'll get a good dividend in that pick 6 on Wednesday. Race number 4 starts Jackpot 1, Team Blue Racing Syndicate, Class 4 over 1,600 metres. Get in touch with the Team Blue Racing team. There'll be plenty going on with the sales kicking off in January. Right, what are we going to do in race number 4? There's a horse here that I think has got a lot more to come in the form of number 6, Air Raid. Alder De Meyer takes a ride for Candice Bass Robinson. Debut was obviously a winning debut, beating We Have Touchdown. Second start, good run behind Willcroft. That looked like it was going to set him up. Then he was laid off for a couple of months, but he's come back gradually, and his last run behind Dawn Till Dusk was an eye-catcher for me. He stayed on very strongly, did a 22.8 over the final 400 metres, and from that point of view, I think third run after a break, now coming to the summer course for the first time, I think number 6, Air Raid, has been looking for all this. He's a regally bred son of Lancaster Bomber, out of the great multiple Group 1 winning mare Inara, who of course was trained by the Bass team, and I think that his improvement is going to take him past all these horses that are established at this level. So from that point of view, I think number 6, Air Raid, looks like a horse that they all need to beat, but I do have a lot of respect for a horse called Zeitz. Corne Orfer is on board for Andre Null. Everything that they team up with at the moment, you've got to respect. It was already maiden victory last time, over a long time made in the form of Royal Port Louis, and obviously the form hasn't worked out all that well, but the son of Vercingetorix out of draw number 1, also considering he might have a little bit more to come off a rating of 85, wouldn't rule out his chances. So I think number 6, Air Raid, is the horse they all need to beat, but I'm going to put him in with box swingers, numbers 1 and 6 in race number 4. Race number 5 kicks off Jackpot 2, celebrating Centurion member Lady Laidlaw's birthday, Class 4 over 1,600 metres. We love those yellow and black colours all around the country, see them day in and day out with a lot of big names, and hopefully we'll see some more champions coming out of Kaya Stables this coming year, that is. Right, I think 4 horses with chances you would have seen from the pick 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to go with box trifecta. We'll put that slide up at the end. Let's start with number 3, Unicorn Alert. He hasn't won in 400 days. JP on board for Justin Snaith in the colours of Greg Bortson. The son of Vercingetorix, for the first time in 4 starts, has got a draw. Hollywoodbets D'Urberville, 3rd of September, drew 11 out of 14, ran a very good third behind Big Unit. You would have thought that a win's going to come soon, but then he pulled draw 12 out of 15 at Hollywoodbets D'Urberville at the end of September, ran 5th behind Devil Ascent, which was a mess of a race, to be fair. Then on the 2nd of November, Hollywoodbets Kenilworth drew 11 out of 14, ran 5th behind Aristotle, a seriously rapidly progressing 3-year-old, and then last time Hollywoodbets Kenilworth Winter Course, 11 out of 13, ran 4th behind World of Pleasure, where in the same race he ran just behind Empire State. Now, what do the weights tell us when it comes to that? He's got 1.5 kilos to work with, and there was, call it a 1 3/4 lengths between them. So Unicorn Alert has every opportunity of turning that form around with Empire State, who I do believe is also progressing. So he's got to be respected. But the draw factor makes me believe that number 3, Unicorn Alert, will run into the top 3 at worst. Empire State goes into that box trifecta. 5, Gentleman Joe, goes into that box trifecta. He is just a niggly little horse. He's hard to work out. He ran in the Premiers at the start of the year, where he ran miles above his rating, and he's done nothing off that what was a generous mark of the low 80s or mid to low 80s. Then he won his last start, causing a bit of surprise at 33-1, just reminding you that he was still around. So on the back of that, it's hard to write him off. And I'm a sucker for number 6, Major Master. For me, he's one of the better looking 3-year-olds around. He's obviously got to translate that into performance. He was a little bit flat last time behind Gentleman Joe, but he did break through the front of the stalls before the race. That can take the edge off. He's in the credit with me, number 6, Major Master, and I respect him. Box trifecta, 3, 4, 5, 6, race number 5. Let's go on to race number 6, remembering Jane Thomas, Class 4 fillies and mares over 1,600 metres, and a salute to Jane Thomas. Obviously, there's been a lot in the press about her, and just knowing Jane for as long as I had, no one's ever had a bad word to say about her. She will be missed going around the sales grounds, always had a smile on her face, always made everyone smile as well. Just an unbelievable character, an unbelievable person, and her presence around race meetings and around sales rings will sorely be missed. So I now doff with the cap to Jane Thomas, race number 6. Might be appropriate that we go with the Wilgenbos team in the footman number 4, Russian Royal, from a great family related to all their champions. Mother Russia, Another Russia, Gimme Another. Craig Zaki, of course, was synonymous with Another Russia. He takes a ride here for Eric Sands. I thought her last one was good. She's a big, beautiful, bulky daughter of Rafif. She's got all the attributes. She's so easy to look at. She went from start to finish last time. She's going to put that big stride to use again, I'm sure. She goes 1,600 metres for the first time. I don't see that being an issue considering the family that she's from. This could actually be a sweet spot for her. And if she's ready, and I see no reason why she shouldn't be, she's the most interesting horse in the race for me. So I'm going to tip her on top. Number 4, Russian Royal, was a hard-fought win over Englefield Green. But she doesn't strike me as a type of filly, much like Gimme Another. They're cousins. Much like Gimme Another. She never really struck as a type of horse that was doing things easy. She loved the fight, and Russian Royal might be the same type of attribute. Long way to go yet to be the champion that all the rest of the family tree is. But anyway, we're going to tip her on top because I think she's got a lot more to come. 6, Kamchatka, very interesting for me. I'm going to put her into the pick 6. Corne Orfa takes a ride. She held an entry for the World Sports Betting Cape Fillies Guineas. She obviously didn't get there, but for a rating of 91. Had she won her last start, Andre Nel might have taken the chance, but not ready yet. We'll have another go with number 6, Kamchatka, but at this level, she needs to be respected. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to recommend number 4, Russian Royal, a win, but number 6, Kamchatka could be a lively danger. Race number 7 on the card, Race Cape Power by Hollywoodbets Class 5. They got 1,200 metres. Very tricky race. Hard to get a very confident guide here going into this penultimate race on the card. I think number 1, Champagne Mac, could be a good angle. 2, Explicit Content must have a chance. 6, Prince of Tibet is obviously a lot better than his last run's not out of it either. And 8, Tambourine Man, also consistent horse. He's got to have some sort of save. Now, as far as the 7th race is concerned, Explicit Content ran a length and a half behind Ruja Rune in a very similar race last time out. Goes an extra 100 metres. Is that going to help him out? He does have the edge at the weights over Tambourine Man and Lover's Lane, who he reopposes. In fact, on the 19th of November, he finished in front of Lover's Lane as well. So there's every reason to believe that he will have a winning chance. But what I am going to do here is I'm going to recommend number 1, Champagne Mac. Richard Fourie must have had all sorts of options in this race. He's gone with the son of Trippy, now trained by Pete Buerta. I think he's a lot better than his last run where he showed a lot of pace. The blinkers come off. That's easy to see. They backfired last time. And I think that he will run a place. Short and sweet, race number 7, number 1, Champagne Mac, a place. 8th and last race, Hollywoodbets Bright Future Cape B Stakes for fillies and mares over 1,100 metres. Real head scratcher of a race. This gets underway at 20-5. It's a head scratcher though for all the right reasons. We've got the super talent of 13 Sahara Cat, who is a very forward 2-year-old. Let's see if she does bring that earlier form to her status now. Number 1, the Charleston, 5 Pretty Victory from Gareth van Zales. Yard comes off a break, but she is definitely capable. But Artiste could be the way to go. Number 7, Richard Fourie on board for Brett and James Crawford, come back from 147 days off the track. Now, she's out of the great mare Dancer's Daughter, of course, famously dead heated in the Hollywoodbets Durban July with Pocket Power in 2008. She beat In the Green Zone the last time she was seen at Hollywoodbets Durbanville. For me, that was a bit of a breakthrough. It was her 2nd career win. Her 3rd start, she ran in the Somerset behind Lion Rampart. For me, she wasn't ready for that. She looked a little bit slight early days, but now just the time, I think, would have done her a world of good. With Richard on board, I think we'll get a good shot. Also faltered last time at the 200 metres mark, to this daughter of Canford Cliffs. And just on what I've seen, when she puts it all together, like on debut behind Tanneron, just that turn of foot is eye-catching. So I think that number 7, Artista's got a lot more to come. She could be underappreciated and unexposed by the handicapper. Number 6, Kyalami Girl, I'm going to motivate as a danger. Very good last run behind Sidley, who for me was a penalty kick. I tipped her on this preview and I also tipped her on air. Why wouldn't you? Because she was so down in class. Kyalami Girl was best of the rest. She's always been held in high regard. She probably under-delivered a little bit, but it looks like she's coming back to life, turning the corner a little bit. Maybe she wasn't in the best of moods at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth while we were there for the spring, and also may have just needed a couple of runs. It looks a little bit stop-start with number 6, Kyalami Girl, but now in a more regular racing routine, I think number 6, Kyalami Girl will at least run into the top 4. Last race quartet, always bulk, and we're going to go double float 6 and 7 by the field. So Kyalami Girl and Artiste in the top 2, and we'll shout home a big outsider into the top 4. Hopefully someone can do us a job. So that's a wrap as far as this 8-race program at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth is concerned on this Wednesday. A lot of people on leave with their feet up, so come and join us. Come and say hello. Book your place in the 1881 or in the Pocket Power. Come and say hello. Brandon will be calling. I'll be downstairs. And obviously we'll have Grant, Vicky and MJ as part of the team as always. And lots going on as there always is. So come and be part of the action. Be part of the pride. Be part of the glory. We'll chat to you again soon. Of course, Sunday, the De Grendel Cape Merchants. By merchant standards, it's a very good field. So we hope that you'll come and say hello.